I know. Alright, so, Tamron has Fantasia and her husband on today, and they're talking about whether you wait for marriage or not before you have sex, or celibacy before marriage, right? Mm-hmm. Now, that's an option, but if you read the old, it does say if you do have sex with a young lady, right, calls her a maid, mm-hmm. and she's not betrothed, you can ask her hand in marriage, which kind of means sex before marriage, right? But they don't point that one out. Now, if we're saved by grace through faith, out of works, these any man should boast, that applies too. Mm-hmm. But then is Paul adding to the commandment of God the commandment of men, right? Okay, and wanting you to wait for marriage, right? What he's doing there is saying it's optional, really. Whose main choice is it, though? The females. The females. Right. So, SVU, they got girl who was raped. Mm-hmm. And they go through the screening process, even showing you how they do the rape kit, right? Sometimes too, right?
Behind him, cuffs to the bar, jumps to the front, takes off. I'm pulling lugs on this phone. Harry, dust this baby off.
So, a 7-year-old girl escapes from her rapist, so they begin an intensive search again for the predator, right?
The car was parked right out front. I was only in the market for a minute.
They were almost home. I called on the cell to pick up cigarettes for me.
It was so cold out, so I let Kirsten wait in the car.
This is 01. Right?
Mrs. Busick, did you see anyone around the white van when you went in?
No. Can you get it?
But that's why you say, after you had gotten into a little fight with your ex-wife, that you're on the couch, you're around your little 4-year-old stepdaughter. You say you could have molested her but didn't, even though you were having tension with the wife. Yeah, that's right. This shit really happens to some people, right? We were, around the tension. I told you how. Alright. That was before I met Daphne. We found out some of the details, right?
I'm positive it's the same guy.
Unless there's a white van driving generally challenged pedophile convention in town, I'd say yes.
Why would this fella risk another grab so soon?
Stoner said he was intox. People tend to drink when they got worries.
Guy had to be worried somebody could ID him from Sophie. When nobody comes for him by the next day, he figures nobody caught his tags, he's safe, ventures back out. We had two different approaches. Sophie was organized, used the puppy con. Kirsten, it was an impulse grab, blitz attack. Our guy's flexible, no way he's a first timer.
We were supposed to have the city.
And see, they use puppies a lot, right? Sometimes they'll offer the girl a party and use balloons.
Got a little more description from the store. I'm gonna run it through the pens machine.
I guess
They might also use kittens, right?
haystack or a big.
So you might not think of, but kittens are also something a little girl, especially a little girl, might be more into than, say, boys and girls. You might can get with puppies, by the way. But kittens will draw more girls than boys, right? Unless it's a special boy you're looking for, right? Sometimes. Now, we grew up mainly around cats first, right? Though we had dogs when we moved out to Pioneer, right? But we mainly had cats, right? You know what I mean?
And coffee. Double espresso? No foam, 2% latte. Strawberry on rye?
Files ordered by Detective Benson. Where do you want them?
Captain, we need an incident room.
Oops.
Liv.
Shh. Sorry, Sid.
10 after 3.
Oh, no.
I know you need to be full 30, but files just got here.
Well, she looked like she was even though she was here all night, right?
I
I've read the same paragraph 5 times and I still have no idea what it says.
But you
If I remember my elementary
can't
school
do that all the
mathematics,
time.
working 24 straight hours.
Can't say, "Oh, I'll do Liv," or "I'll do Rollins," or "I'll do."
Please, come on.
Can't share eye drops. That's how you get pink eye.
Yeah, just give me the eye drops, will you? You know something? We just spin.
That's how you get pink eye, right? But
You gotta talk to Sophie, right?
this is what I watch with Teresa. Right? I know.
Mrs. Douglas, I know you don't want this girl to go through what your daughter did.
Sophie has told you everything that she remembers.
She might be able to remember new details that can help us.
Do you know that Sophie slept in my bed last night and woke up every hour crying? I am not going to let her live through this again.
There's another girl living through it right now.
Look, she can't give you an address. I'm sorry, detectives, but I'm not going to let you torture her.
Mrs. Douglas, we can have a judge compel you to let us talk to her.
Well, then that's what you're going to have to do.
Right.
These
But
addresses
see,
at 18
she's overprotective, right? There's another little
It's
girl,
more
right?
sensitive to this situation than Mrs. Douglas, but her daughter has no more information.
We don't know that until we talk to her.
You already did.
Mrs. Douglas terminated that session prematurely, leaving a lot of ground uncovered.
Ground that could serve no other purpose than to further traumatize the girl.
She will be questioned by special victims detectives. They do have some experience in the area.
She's already told them everything that she knows. It's just cruel. Judge, please don't make her do this.
As a parent, I understand your concern for your child,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to weigh that against the welfare of another.
Yep.
I'm granting the application.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Douglas, you are ordered to produce your daughter.
But right.
So, Sophie, what grade are you in?
Third.
And do you like to read? Yeah, me too.
But the little girls don't even do anything for me. I told you that before,
Did you ever
right?
notice the name and the address on the box?
DeCarlos. I forget the street, but we can walk there from where we live.
And did you have any takeout food or pizza with the man? Hey, Sophie, it's okay. We're not going to talk about anything bad that happened there, I promise, okay? So tell me, what did you get to eat when you were there?
Cupcakes and fruit punch.
Or what else?
Corn candy. Like you get on Halloween.
Well, that sounds good, but what'd you have for dinner?
Cupcakes and fruit punch and corn candy the whole time.
Nothing else?
No. It's all we ever had.
Now, Sophie, I need you to think really hard. Do you ever remember the man wearing a shirt with his name on it? No? Do you remember anything with the name on it?
A streamer at the party. It had my name on it. In squares with glitter.
Okay, good. And tell me what else? What else was at the party?
Balloons. He blew them up with a big machine and then he talked like a cartoon.
If he had a Sophie back, that means that he went shopping after he abducted her.
What, 1,000 stores sell party supplies?
How many of them were at helium tanks?
Narrowed down considerably.
But that's the point, right? While you're doing something else, I'm watching Bugs Bunny. I'm learning first meet Bugs Bunny. I know. And then Wizard of Oz and all that, right? And that's from the helium, right?
Can you get the credit card receipt
Right.
for me?
He paid cash.
You had to take ID on the deposit on the tank, didn't you?
We have these cute little mini tanks now. He just bought it.
Uh-huh.
How regular does he come in here?
Every few weeks or so, mostly for the seasonal candy. We're one of the only places that sells it year-round.
Seasonal candy.
You know, candy canes, marshmallow chicks, chocolate bunnies. It's right there. That's what he gets, the candy corn. If I were him, with those teeth, I'd lay off the sugar.
Thanks.
All right. Mm-hmm. Getting closer to the perp.
$99. Nobody switches takes a pee break without somebody covering.
Benson. Michael. Hi. I am so sorry. Yeah, we have a cluster going on here, so
Every day to the end of creation. How's that?
I really can't talk right now, so let me call you later, okay? All right, thanks.
Lots on that payphone come back yet?
Not yet. You know, so, I didn't know how important it has been, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll give you a call in a couple hours. Okay. Bye-bye. Kathy now informs me we've been working 36 hours. I got something. Tell me to get everything you gave Sophie to eat. Cupcakes and fruit punch.
And candy corn.
I extended the parameters. I got 3 autopsy reports with those exact same stomach contents.
I got a girl from the Bronx in 98, one in Brooklyn in 99, and a Long Island girl last year.
All three were strangled.
All 3 were killed 3 days after they went missing. All 3 were found in water.
How did nobody see the pattern?
All from different boroughs.
One of them wasn't found for 2 weeks. The ME put TOD 11 days prior, the 3rd day.
Sophie escaped on her 3rd day.
6 blocks from the East River.
Kirsten begins her 3rd day in the morning.
Uh-oh, we got 3 days.
I take it we're all staying.
Yep.
We're moving. Once again.
So there's Will I Am and Shakira. Now the 2 backup dancers look good too, though, right? I think that's why you sound like Bollywood. But I can't help but look, right? That's what I've been doing, right? I don't know what I don't know. I just can't, man. There's no child around. It's just me. Latinas. I don't know either. I don't know what the car's doing in the air. Kind of weird there. But see, we can legally critique it now. Right? See, we can't do it until video. So you're putting the video phone in our hands, right? Now we can critique the whole thing, right? Yeah, legally too, right? Because you're making us pay for it. We're buying it from you, from the service, right? I'm doing it a little different on purpose, on purpose. You said that your Bollywood girls, okay? You love me. Latinas, Latinas. They look like Selena. Wait, which one, Gomez or the original Selena? I know. Uh-oh, the big Manzana, huh? We know what he means there, huh? Ain't talking about the little band. Is he? I mean, Girls Like Me, it's Epic Records, see, all that's giving credit too. I know. Now I think the lyrics are a little kind of graphic too, right? But that's the point. Right. This is Rose's remix, right? But I know a fine woman, period. Now, I can't say I don't. Like I told you about, again, if you meet an African woman, right, she tells you she's Japanese or something, or her mama's Japanese, right, you don't know. You don't know. That's what Sheena said. That's why I went for her. Hello. She's Japanese African, right? At least she said she was, right? Why do you think I went for you? And not the redhead. Not redhead. See, that was my second chance. See. Now, I'm not Japanese looking at me. Mm-hmm. Oh. Right. Right. Uh-huh.
Antacid, same MO, found in the sound. Are we sensing a pattern yet?
It's accelerated only 6 months before Sophie, day before Curse.
No DNA on the
Well, it's hard to use ponies, but I guess, right?
The other similarity.
Now, hamsters, I don't know, some boys might like hamsters, or, right?
families described as cute.
Got probably alone.
Now, lizard you might confuse with a boy, right? Not a girl, not a girl.
Smart guy, you see, just fickle. He's changing his hunting grounds. We were dealing with a salesman, maybe a mover.
Let's check out the grub sites. The first one was in the Bronx. Next was the Brooklyn North Territory. Then he moves over to Long Island and crosses to Manhattan.
We're moving up in affluence.
Confidence is building.
1 PP again. They need to release. I can't keep putting them off.
I'm not tipping all of you.
Sorry, Captain, we got a problem.
Brass wants to go public.
Well, it's their call.
Well, what we give them is ours.
I'm listening.
Hold back the van. It's our only solid lead. The second it's out, we'll dump it.
So we dump so we get a whole van full of new evidence.
Right, Hightail's out of town, which helps us not.
Elliot, best case scenario. Someone sees them, turns them in.
At least the composite.
Who died left you, Captain? Lest we forget the worst case scenario.
Morning paper comes out, and we get a deluge of phone calls from black guys.
The woman turning in the ex who done them wrong.
They was turning in a freak down the street.
Leaving us here answering thousands of leads instead of out there finding.
So what they're gonna do is they're planning to release what's going on, right, with the newspaper, right, in the morning,
Party
right,
day, next is picture day, and
and they're gonna determine what they leave in and out the articles,
release
right.
the composite, a description of the van, but hold back the time clock. Who is that woman?
Mrs. Simmons, mother of one of the dead girls.
Right.
Whose turn is it?
I'm sorry, I know you're terribly busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, really.
It's just they never had a single lead. I brought this for you.
You should really keep that. We've one in the file.
Right.
Not this one. This is her last school photo.
Uh-huh.
It came in the mail 3 weeks after she was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I want it in your pocket when you catch him.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I don't see you Leighton on the payphone.
We didn't get it.
Well, when do you plan on getting?
Well, the first girl, like I said, was the blonde with, like, Sandy Blonde with blue eyes, right? At Jay's party, right? She was Caucasian. The second girl was at the store on Main Street. And she was African, right? Right. Now, you also have to take what comes your way, right? Like I said, right?
On a date.
Exactly.
Now we're gonna have to have a lucky girl's name.
Why? I'm telling you, I didn't get no call. Lasts about 10 seconds, just like long enough to get a message.
10 seconds. Maybe it was a wrong number. Or my girlfriend checking up on me. Either way, I wasn't home. Nobody left a message. I swear.
I take it the papers hit the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Would you hold on 1 second? Put down the paper. Pick up a phone. The wacko on line 1, the psychotic on line 2.
Don't joke, next tip can break the cake.
Well, that was the psychic from California. He didn't say anything much about the killing. He did predict that half of Manhattan would slip into the river tomorrow. Right away.
You four put down the phones. What do you got? Crime lab ran the DNA on Sophie through the database.
right, Bank? We got a cold head.
How? We don't have DNA from the other cases.
This sample is from another body 5 years ago. 6 victims.
Bonnie Weathers, a 10-year-old from Queens, Howard Beach section, raped, strangled, and dumped.
River?
Abandoned warehouse.
Before he wised up and moved to the water. That's why we got the DNA.
Ah, corn candy.
If this was his first.
Well, they usually start close to home.
In their safety zone.
First one's always a sloppiest.
Let's re-interview everybody, starting with the cops who caught it. I already talked to their captain. You want us to go to Queen the Living?
But see, I'm not a rapist nor a murderer, right? That's, you gotta be, some guys are that far gone, right? You do it. I couldn't stand to hear the little girl scream anyway myself, right? Because of Clockwork Orange and Flesh and Blood, right? I didn't like either movie. Also didn't like Hell Camp, which I kind of messed with Cliff about. But the only way someone in the Navy could know, Cliff, about that is if, again, I talked to them after. Because I never talked to you about the rumor about you, did I? See, there was a rumor about you that you like little girls anyway. But I never talked to you about it like it was true. Exactly. The only ones I would talk to it like it was true is if I'm being, corrected, whatever you call it. Right.
What do you want to know?
You interviewed over 200 people in the Weathers case. We don't have time to re-interview them all. Give us a short count.
Who'd you like?
Nobody good enough.
Okay, at this point, we'll take anyone.
Just your creepy average guys who happen to be in the vicinity.
Janitor at the school. His name was Phil Dartman.
Did he have bad teeth?
No, but the guy lived down the street did. Clayton Mills.
Now, if you're looking for somebody with bad teeth, my money's on this guy, Joe Hayes. He was dating a babysitter at the time, did a stint in Attica, assault.
Good luck.
Joe Hayes?
Who's asking? Detective took Corolla at lunch. You on white van?
No. But I know what this is about.
Really? Illuminate us.
You think I killed those girls on account of that little Queens bitch? He's a sharp one. Did you? I got the right to shut up if I want to. I got work to do.
Doesn't look good. An innocent man want to clear himself.
I'm an ex-con. I'm the one you go to first. I didn't rip no grade school 5 years ago, and I sure as hell didn't do nobody now.
It's Munch. We had a 24-hour detail on the guy we're sitting on until they get here.
Looking for Mr. Mills.
Sure. Clayton works here. Why, did he do something wrong?
No, we just want to chat with him.
Is he a photographer?
He's a wannabe, but he doesn't really have
Yeah, you still keep him around.
Well, we need it.
Do you work at the schools a lot? My bread and butter keeps me busy year-round.
Does this Clayton come with you to these shoots?
Yeah, he does the lights, he loves the equipment. Why? That background look familiar to you? Is this one of yours? Yep.
Yep.
Working today?
Uh-oh.
Called in sick.
It's called in sick.
Is this a current address for him?
Yeah. He rents a room from an old woman. He uses school assistant and grant. Mrs. Rappaport.
Hey!
You guys? Clear.
Nothing up there.
Well. Kirsten.
Today's paper.
Too late.
Say hello to Mrs. Rappaport.
She must have walked in on him.
I guess Clayton doesn't like surprises.
And he's running with the girl now, right? Exactly, exactly. Now, this is fictional, right? Right. But this is how they can do it, right? Now, it's not to give anybody ideas either. They already have the ideas, right? Know that too, right? Now, that's why I wouldn't know about that barkeep in there anyway, but get her back to her mom, like I told you. You don't even play with that in my mind. Even if you are bad with your wife, you don't take it out on the stepmother, right? You never do that. You never do that. Boom. Well, this looks a little spacey. Don't know her yet. But she's out there. It's CZ Ward. Giant. Mm-hmm. That's a sexy pose. That's a sexy pose. Right? But that's the point. You're showing yourself to the world, so people you don't like are going to see you, right? Uh-huh. Do both good people and bad, right? This is Jason Derulo with Josh, not Josh, Josh, right? 685, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Savage Love. Heard it before, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your eyes that I treat, your eyes, I am complete, your eyes. Oh, I love to see the light in your eyes, in your eyes. Judge Judy, then Rachel Ray, show business legend Candice Spurgeon. This is a old people's court, harassing a neighbor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's on. Mm-hmm. The Revenant with Leonardo and Tom Hardy. Mm-hmm. Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials again. The Equalizer 2 earlier than yesterday, so FX some Christmas Carol. Right? Saw with Tina Fey. She was on Jimmy Fallon last night. Uh-huh. So Criminal Intent is Vacancy. Braxton Family Values. Oh, take my heart. Say you love me again. I can do her and Sade, right? You give me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm in love with you. You're just so good to me. Boom. I don't know nothing. I don't say nothing because I don't know nothing. What matter? So this is 20 keeping up the Kardashians. And Mhm. Mhm. Trouble in Palm Springs. Or Paradise. This must be just like living in paradise. And I don't want to go home. Getting told the Bellas. That's a twofer. That's a twofer. But like I said, that was, they look almost, identical. Won't be able to tell those two apart. So I don't know if they're doing Keeping Up with the Kardashian as far as the series anymore. After this year. The Ghost Adventures. Scottsdale, Arizona. Bloodshed in the Bordello, right? That is a cat house or prostitution whorehouse, right? Which is in manga, right? Which is the Japanese graphic novel. There's the Dumas brothel again. I think. A Bloodshed in the Bordello, right? I don't know. Is that like a boarding house? Right. Well, there's something about a brothel, so how about that? Whatever. Yes, huh? A demon lurking in barrels at Lake Arrowhead, California.
That better be somebody. Let's go, let's go. The full spectrum camera they have rolling in the basement captures these footsteps.